Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper One, and welcome to Boots on the Ground. If you have anything you could add, send it to southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. Southernprepper1 at yahoo.com. Please, in the title, please put Boots on the Ground. Let's get right into it. A few days ago, we had a huge $60 billion jump in the debt. So it's been a couple days, and we're going around about $2.1, $2.2 billion every day. So I'm expecting in the next 2 to 3 days, we'll probably have another big jump. This was sent to me by a few different people. Just a little warning for those who are canning pickles or anything else that takes vinegar. Just grabbing some vinegar off of the shelf might get you the wrong kind because they've come out with the 4% acidity compared to what you need for the canning process of 5%. So make sure you check your vinegar if you're canning. This person sent me, in the United States, we grow 3 main varieties of wheat: hard red winter, hard red spring, and soft red wheat. The two first classes are grown in the South and Central states, which has experienced extreme drought conditions over the past year, especially Colorado, Kansas, Montana, Nebraska, South Dakota, and Texas. Because of this widespread drought, a whopping 75% of the country's wheat crops are currently being grown in drought conditions, according to the USDA. This means that huge portions of American wheat crops are dying, and those that are surviving the heat are often inedible or low quality. Indeed, this year marks a record low in wheat production for the United States, and when this product is this short in supply, it will cause a problem with demand, and that will lead to price skyrocketing. This is coming from a person that lives in Washington State. They were told that the Walmart behind the area behind the Walmart, a security guard told them a huge amount of homeless people are moving in. Also, they're having problems with a lot of people stealing and cutting fences and camping on wooded areas in groups. This particular person had a big old saw stolen from their back of their vehicle. They broke in and stole it, and their insurance only covered the breaking of the glass. It did not cover the theft of the saw. So, crime is widespread everywhere. I do not even have to tell you that. You all know it. So, try not to leave anything in a locked vehicle, because if they can see it, the window will be broken and an item will be taken. My 7-year-old grandson has pink eye. The doctor prescribed afloxacillin drops to treat it. My daughter called 2 different pharmacies and none of them had it. Finally, on the 3rd pharmacy, they had it. This person says, I live in southwestern Wisconsin, but listen to a radio station from nearby northeastern Iowa when I'm in the shop working on things. They run a crop report every hour and any news related to farming or local events. Today I heard a radio ad that really sent chills down my spine when I heard it. It wasn't a typical cheesy ad for car lots, pizza places, or appliance store. It was an ad that really is telling about what we're facing as a nation. I'm going to paraphrase what it was about. Basically, it says the recent hardship in the agricultural sector is being felt all across the country, and farmers are facing tough challenges and uncertain future. If you or someone you know is thinking about harming themselves, let them know help is available. And to contact the anti-suicide hotline. This was the first time I've ever heard of a suicide prevention public service announcement specifically aimed at farmers. Things must be worse than we're being told. I will just say stress is widespread because of the financial problems, so everyone is feeling stress, and farmers definitely. They work very hard, and they're very, I think they're very prideful. In the sense that they work hard and they want people to know they work hard and they supply the food to this country. So they might be a little bit more hesitant to reach out because of their independent nature. This person sent me this about Charles Schwab, the parent company of TD Ameritrade Incorporated, has disclosed it is just the latest company to suffer a data breach resulting from vulnerabilities found on a file transfer software called MoveIt. When the company claims that the computer system of both companies remain unharmed, but customer data stored at Ameritrade MoveIt servers were compromised. The currently is under investigation. So It will affect customers, but these customers will be notified. This data breach holds significant implication as it contributes to one of the largest breach of 2023, affecting millions of Americans. The compromised information puts individuals at an increase of identity theft and other fraudulent activities. It is crucial for customers who receive a data breach notification from TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab to understand the potential risk and take appropriate measures. The U.S. is deploying additional F-16 fighter jets to the Strait of Hormuz to protect ships from Iranian seizure, a top Pentagon official reported on Friday, saying that Washington is increasingly concerned about these ties between Iran, Russia, and Syria. An unnamed official told Pentagon reporters on condition of anonymity that the F-16 will provide air cover to cargo vessels moving through these strategic waterways and increase the military visibility to Iran operations that are going on in here. And this came from Zero Hedge. One person was killed and more than 100 were hospitalized Friday in an explosion at the world's largest uranium enrichment plant in central Russia, Ural Mountains. And this came from Newsmax. You've probably heard that on Friday there was a large explosion down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana at a Dow chemical plant. It looks like no one was injured. All the employees are accounted for. But any time that we're having damage done to manufacturing or to chemical facilities, it definitely hurts the United States. In Michigan, at a large Amazon fulfillment center in Pontiac, they are striking. Workers are complaining about work conditions, pay, and a lot of other things. So hopefully this does not affect or spread to other Amazon, but hopefully they can work out these differences where both sides are happy with the agreement. In New Zealand, 20,000 free tickets are going to be given away to the World Women's Soccer Cup. There are people not buying them. And I remember a few years ago where the women were very upset that they weren't being paid as well as the men, and so they corrected this problem. But one of the reasons why is definitely the Men's World Cup gets so much more visibility and gets so much more traffic, so they can afford to pay the men more. So hopefully there will be a successful World Cup, and this is happening, I guess, in New Zealand. This is from InfoWars. The Russian State Duma and the lower chamber of parliament has passed legislation that makes sex transitioning in Russia illegal with a handful of medical exemptions. Basically, the lawmakers cited moral obligations to resist the transgender industry and foreign influences as reason for the amendment. The bill, which was approved in the third and final reading on Friday, bans medical intervention aimed at changes of sex, as well as relevant procedures to change the legal status of patients undergoing them. Biden administration has forgiven $39 million in student debt for over 800,000 borrowers. This is just free money that the United States does not have, and it will increase the debt. Wagner's training Belarus's troops, and this was confirmed. So they're over there training the Belarus soldiers. I think most of the Russian soldiers that were stationed in Belarus has pulled out, probably sent to other areas. If you've been keeping up with the flooding in Vermont, in the city of Johnson, the damage done to the waste disposal system, the sewer system, was catastrophic. Every pump, every panel, every electrical thing was underwater. So right now they're saying that all this sewage is not being treated properly, and it is being sent into a river there. They say it's being diluted because of shower water and then dishwater water and washing machine water. So it's being diluted tremendously, but still, this is definitely going to cause problems. They need a long-term fix. I think they're looking for a short-term fix to bring in a movable or a portable system that can try to make this sewage water clean, or clean enough that where they can dispose of it. It's going to cost millions of dollars, and there's not just one facility down. There's many small cities that have lost their sewage system. So this is going to cause a problem. So in a grid down environment, you might be thinking, oh, that water source near my house, I'll be getting my clean water from that. If we have a catastrophic failure in this country and all these sewer plants can't clean the sewage properly, it will be dumped into local rivers and streams and lakes. So you might need to look at your water source in a grid down environment. Might not be what you want to be taken from. So look at rain catchment, look at springs, look at wells, look at alternatives where you can control the actual source of that water. Thanks for watching.